This is Paul McKenna for PT Box, and I'm here today down in Birmingham. In this lovely setup in Brum.
Right, it's mega, isn't it?
With me, promoter Hearn. How are you, mate? Okay?
Very well, mate. Yourself?
I'm good. Press conference done and dusted. 2 days to go, Saturday night at this former NEC arena, now renamed as the Genting Arena. As just touched on, it's a lovely little setup, and
yeah, looking forward to it. I went inside. It's huge, and we'll have about 5,500 on Saturday. So
I actually haven't seen it yet, so I might have a little look.
It's a fantastic arena. It's our third show in Birmingham now.
Yeah.
Building nicely, and a great main event. Actually, 4 TV fights. Rooney against French, Jenkins against Jenkinson against Yafai against Flores, and Eggington against Skeet. I think only the Yafai Flores fight I wouldn't say is a 50-50 because Yafai is so good.
Yeah.
But that again is a much tougher fight than people realise.
Mr. Reddy.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the show, and I think Eggington Skeet will be intriguing.
Yeah. How many does it actually hold, the arena?
You can get like 12,000
in
the whole arena. Yeah.
So when Cal's world champion, we'll
exactly. Well, that'll be soon.
Yeah.
We're planning on getting Kono over. Yeah. It's a great fight for him. I mean, at that level, it's like down at the flyweights, super flyweights, bantams.
Yeah.
They're so good, the champions. Like looking with Ryan Burnett the other day, looking at plotting your route. It's like everywhere you go, they're top quality fighters. And same with Superfly. You'd think that in Superfly or Fly, you'd find a couple of easy touches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, I mean they're really top quality, the champions.
Yeah, and as far as it goes with Kono, you've seen him live in the flesh.
I saw him against. Don't get me wrong, he's an outstanding fighter. But I just saw like Kameda was hitting him to the body, and he didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I just think with Cal, I think he can stop Kono.
Yeah. Obviously Eggington Skeet is the main event.
Yeah.
I think Skeet's got off. I didn't get a chance to speak to him. I think he had to shoot off.
He looks well.
But yeah, he looks well.
Who do you fancy in that fight?
Tough one. I'm gonna say Sam to stop him late, but
I think it's a really intriguing fight. So you don't know whether Sam could get schooled or he could just swallow him up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like it could go any way. Sam's going to have to pressure him from early on, but he can't just walk forward and try and find a way on his chest because he's going to get hit.
I think after 6 it'll be quite even after 6. I think Sam will start quite well, but I think as it wears on, if Sam can draw him into his type of fight, then. But it really is an interesting fight. So, besides Saturday, obviously the backlash of last Saturday, Frampton against Scott Quigg. Unfortunately for obviously Scott and Matchroom, Frampton winning on a split decision. What did you make of the fight? Obviously ringside, how did you score it yourself?
It was an intriguing fight. I said it didn't really catch fire early on. I thought the back end was very exciting.
Yeah,
definitely. The back end was like the front end, but I think Scott started too late. I think he overthought things a little bit. But Frampton was very clever. He was clever with his feet. He controlled the pace well. So you can't just say Scott didn't start fast enough. You can't just go in and just start making mistakes against a puncher like Frampton. And I think the back end of the fight, Scott showed what he can do, but it was too late. So they broke his jaw in I think the 4th or 5th round. It's a bad injury that he operated on. So, but again, he's never really made any. He's never made
excuses.
Didn't say it was my jaw. It was just said no. I just started too fast, got a little bit wrong, and I think the jaw injury, if anything, probably gave him a round or two where he might have started a little bit earlier, and that could have been the difference. But I had Frampton winning the fight, and I thought he deserved to win the fight.
How far?
2 rounds.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean.
Frampton tweeted today saying
8-4, 8-5, couple of draw. Definitely gave Scott 4 rounds.
Frampton tweeted today saying, I don't know if you've seen it, he said,
he said 2 or 3 rounds.
He gives Scott 3 and 1 even.
Yeah, I gave Scott at least 4 rounds, but I still had Frampton winning the fight.
Yeah. So does it possibly warrant a rematch for the future? Maybe
it's
not
probably
immediately,
still the biggest fight out there for both of them, which many will say, what's he talking about? But it is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's, I mean, you've got a queue of pay-per-view fights approaching us.
Yeah.
So I don't think the rematch of that. I think it would have had to been really special for a pay-per-view rematch. So if that's out, where's the money coming from?
Yeah.
And this is one of the problems we face with these big fights. But you could still do 20 or 30,000 in Belfast. So, but Scott's got a lot of options. It's actually a shame that his jaw's broken because I think Frampton will vacate both belts.
Yeah.
So
and move up and
well,
go
I don't think he's going to fight
or...
Wake, and he definitely ain't going to fight Riggindale. So those belts will be there for Scott to pick up.
Definitely. Next fight after Birmingham on Saturday is it Brook next?
Brook Bizier, Campbell Sykes, Alan Towers, Etches, etc. So yeah, good. It's actually, I know everyone says Bizier, but if you watch Bizier's style, it'll be a decent fight. But so we've sold nearly 8,000 tickets already for that. So I'm looking forward to going back to Sheffield. I'm looking forward to getting to see Kel back in the ring. It's been 10 months. And he's ready to go. He's just chomping at the bit, and I feel a bit sorry for Kevin Bizier because he's not just getting Kell Brook, he's getting a frustrated Kell Brook who just wants to go to war. So it's going to be exciting. Touching
on obviously the welterweight division, the sort of press conference tour's been ongoing the last week for Amir Khan and Canelo. It looks obviously shaping to be a good fight. Obviously you were hoping to make Brook after summer. Obviously that's sort of missed the boat now, but do you think after Canelo it's still a possibility for maybe next year now?
I mean, it depends what happens in the fight, doesn't it? And that what happens in the fight determines probably the deal.
Yeah.
But we want a big fight for Kel in the summer, so if he wins that and comes through, his stock rises. It's always difficulties making these kind of fights because everyone's got a different perception of their value. So if Amir loses, maybe he'll be a little bit more reasonable when he's talking. But then if we have a huge win in the summer, we're going to expect X. So exactly. It's never easy.
Yeah. Callum and
Mohammadi
and Rocky as well, not too far away.
Yeah, April the 2nd.
Yeah, and then the week later, obviously AJ.
Joshua Martin.
That's it. So exciting times.
Very. It's non-stop. We've actually got a show on Saturday night, and we've got 2 weeks without a show.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be Mitchell against Tatley, but obviously that's not happening now. So we've got 2 weeks off, and then back to it with a run of 3.
Yeah.
With Liverpool, O2 and Leeds.
Yeah, Josh Warrington, being training yourself, doing a little bit?
Not really.
No?
You? I had a couple of runs, no actually. I had a run on... What day are we today? Thursday. I had a run on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah,
but then I weighed myself on Wednesday and I put on like £3. So
really? I was actually going to say it looks like you lost a little bit, to be fair.
No,
but maybe
I had
not.
a haircut.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what it was.
I need to get my haircut's terrible at the minute, mate, to be honest. Yeah, but I haven't done much myself. You know what Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
You always ignore me. Any reason for that?
Do you know what I did by mistake?
I sent you one a few days ago and I can't remember. I think I was doing a run and you just read it and I just
let me tell you what happened on Snapchat. I thought you had to follow everyone back who follows you.
Right.
So I've followed about 2,000 people, right? So I get tweets all day, snaps all day from random people. And obviously I can't reply to them, so I open them and it's like, alright Ed. So I open it up and then 2 minutes later, don't ignore me. I'm like, okay. Anyway, a minute later, you're out of order.
Yeah.
You rude bastard. I'm like, I literally thousands of snaps a day from randoms.
I remember,
and you're one of the randoms.
You know what? You know when I first added you on Snap, when you first made Snapchat, I wasn't doing this, the interviewing.
So you followed me and I followed you back.
No, I give you hell for about a week on it. Not stick. I was saying, when's the next show in Liverpool? When's the next show in Liverpool? And you replied, and you ended up saying everyone asking that. But okay, mate. Well, on that note, we look forward to catching up with you soon.
See you tomorrow for the win.
Yeah, that's it.
Cheers,
see
mate.
you soon, mate.